have no worries and no problems as you enjoy beautiful relaxation moving through the body where there is no tension anywhere in the body. And as you take another breath in, when you exhale, you will go even deeper into that beautiful, peaceful relaxation. And I would like to ask the higher self to come in, as I would like assistance for a message today.
Yes,
Thank
we're
you.
here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate this connection once again. We would like to connect into the conscious awareness of the human that we know as Bruce Lee. We understand and recognize we can hear from Bruce Lee himself as a human or the higher self version of him. We are not minding what conscious awareness we hear from, but we would like to hear a message today.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, could you ask again, please?
Yes, what is the message that the soul Bruce Lee has for us today?
Yes. So, and bringing forward today, just an extension of the quote that was being given of me earlier and the conversation on flowing like water and the idea that this represents in many situations of being fluid and being able to effectively move in the different situations and experiences that life may bring. And also, in addition to this, we have ourselves, the core being that is choosing to take on the aspect of flowing like water. And yet, however, we recognize that the soul, the being, is so much more than just the aspect it is operating out of at the current moment. For a great example of this, many here, many here explore the idea beyond this physical body, and you are able to understand that you are just representing your soul through the aspect of this physical body in this moment. And even within this aspect of physicality, you're able to take on many other aspects, identities, and beings. And yet, however, it is the awareness of who you truly are and what you have been through that allows your true being to flow like water, to release rigidity, to be able to explore and expand into any concept, and yet also leave it behind when it no longer serves. And so, when flowing through life in one's true form, one is fulfilled and one is grounded in oneself, and therefore is able to go out. One knows oneself completely, and therefore is able to fully go out and flow within the world, because you recognize that there is parts of everything in you. And so, therefore, you are able to feel into everything.
I caught the last part of that, and it.
That is all.
Thank you. I appreciate this communication, and ask that the vehicle that you share this message with feel uplifted energetically and emotionally. I appreciate this message. And so he can fully return back to the body consciously and share his experience.
That was a very different energy than what I felt before.
How could you describe the difference, if that's possible?
The first senses that came to me were just a really deep a really deep understanding of the body and the energy and movement itself. However, it was an understanding of one who picks up and uses a tool every day, and therefore over time that tool becomes an extension of themselves. And so it was almost like, not almost, it was like he was consciously working through his body in a way which he knew just how separate and more than the body he was.
Thank you. And so when you have that profound experience, there is a deeper remembrance for those lessons, not only for us who was listening, but also for the vehicle, for the channeler who now has this profound insight and knowledge to apply for his daily life.
Yeah, profoundly so. Just gaining that sense as he was speaking through me, and seeing and experiencing the representations he was putting forward, but also the full realization that I have the same exact capability and possibility. And so I was really being encouraged to do exactly what he was speaking on, and just continue to fully explore and express myself, learn who I am and what I've been through.
Absolutely. Yeah. So very purposeful then that you delivered that message, since you did need that personal experience.
Yes, absolutely.
I love that. Any takeaways for those who listened?
I thought it was interesting how he was describing the feeling right away of the sort of the different energy of him, and then the very intentional ways in which like Bruce Lee would treat his body, understood it. Like, I thought that's something I've always really respected about him, and always found really interesting, like his level of commitment to these things. So he's definitely a hero. He's always been someone I've wanted to explore channeling, and I'd like to explore that again in the future. But he's definitely a hero of mine. When I try to think of like the top 5 or so, he, for whatever reason, just falls in. I would say it definitely top 5. I gotta, well, 5 for sure. Yeah, he's awesome.
Great. Well, obviously we regularly channel here, and so what are we focusing on with our routines and what we can be doing? If we do have these things of, oh, I'd like to have a top 10 of people I want, or beings I want to channel, are we making sure we're giving ourselves that space to be able to do that? I know some people get told recently to start channeling every day. Motivational focuses and messages that they do need to participate in, and that's a really mindful practice to do, is to channel for oneself and apply the information to get into better, I want to say, stronger focused routines.
I mean, I feel like Bruce Lee is right there. He's got a lot of things to say.
Absolutely, they all do, and so that's how it's really helpful for us to learn for ourselves, because we, again, as I was expressing before, we are the choice of our own teachers, and so therefore, how do we truly learn? By having experiences for ourselves.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree. I think learning to meet myself where I'm at lately and not take on too much